Jay's first jab was so nasty.
It was so nasty.
But it was like he got stung back.
On something vicious, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it even took him a minute to recover from that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because I didn't think Nas was going to
everybody else had.
Come bring that. Because I didn't think Nas was going to do that either. I thought, I'm getting slandered in these barbershops and everything. If this dude don't hurry up and respond, I'm done with him. And then when he did, like, you know, he backed him off like it was a nice jab. And Jay like, what the hell? I ain't never been jabbed like that before, publicly.
Yeah.
Well, roundtable question for you guys. So if Jay-Z never disses Nas officially, what do you think happens to Nas's career?
That's a good question. Just because to me, and you know, I always favor Nas over Jay, but at the same time, I almost think it's almost like a blessing in disguise for Nas. Because like I said, he was going everywhere now, like for this sound. This sounds almost like Jay by dissing Nas, almost like I need to go back to my regular mode, back to what made me who I am as an MC. You know what I mean? So it definitely put the battery in his back. Now, could Nas came back on his own? Possible, but who knows if that would ever happen? You know, because he might have been just going for the new sound or whatever. You know, but because when you listen to Stillmatic, it was like, okay, I'm going back in zone now. He wasn't looking for no commercial tracks, no commercial hits. Like this is me in my in my truest, purest form. Yeah. So I think in a sense that he needed to be dissed by Jay on that type of level to get back on track. You know what I mean? If not, then you know he might have been in a discussion for, you know, he's my top, but in most discussions if he's not top 3, he's top 5. You know what I mean? And if this didn't happen, he might not have been in the top 5, maybe a lot of people's discussion. He might have been top 10. You know what I'm saying? After that, he dropped Godson, and Godson was just pretty much straight up on par. No. And you know, some people say Godson was better, and I can't argue that. You know what I mean? That was a phenomenal album as well.
What about you, bro?
I think he'd have been fine. I think it just took him a longer to, you know, stop messing with that other guy that he was trying to mess with. I think he's too talented to just fall off like that, and he's too charismatic. He's too big, so I think if Jay didn't say nothing, I think he would just, you know, recouped on his own and just came back with some fucking dope man. Nas spitting that fire there. So I just think he just put him out there publicly, but I think he would have came back.
And that's an add on, and it's nothing to do so much with Nas, but I saw Mir C right earlier on the train, right? And I mentioned because we put the Stillmatic album on. Remember, he was like the only person like the smoking song when I was Stillmatic. Everybody like, yo, that's alright. They like, yo, this is the one. Cause I remember he played it in the lunchroom. Like, they're looking like out of all the songs you could have picked on Stillmatic to play right now.
Yo, smoking. Nobody likes smoking. Nobody likes smoking. What y'all smoking? That was the worst joint on the album.
Well, that and Braveheart Party. It was still a classic album to me, but those songs almost took it away from it. But
yeah, but it was enough.
It was enough, you know what I mean? But yeah, I remember he's like, the song right here, and he put smoking on, like, nah, brother.
That's another blunt ashes. But yeah, man. So let's get into Esco for a little bit. What's your favorite era of Nas?
I mean, to me, Illmatic is written era. I mean, in its purest form. I mean, outside of maybe you say Nostradamus not being a dip off, but even then, you look at Nostradamus, and that album probably better than most people's best albums. Still, it's just that we put him on such a high pedestal because, like, he's literally like the rapping Bible in a sense. You know what I mean? When Illmatic dropped, and think about Illmatic. Before Illmatic dropped, most of your rapper albums they might have 1, maybe 2 producers. That was the norm. It wasn't, you know what I mean? Here comes the dudes, like, I'm going to get the hottest producers of the era right now to produce on my album. You had Pete Rock, you had Q-Tip, you know, Primo, you had all these faces. And then that's when you start seeing everybody else, like, okay, I need this type of beat, I need this type. Nobody was doing it before Nas, and a lot of people don't realize that or give him credit for that because in that sense it was ahead of its time. Right. You know what I mean? Now people trying to get back to the stages now where, okay, I need this one or 2 producers now to have a more cohesive sound. But he was still had to get all these different producers who had different ranges, but still make it a cohesive piece of work.
Yeah. So
I mean, between that, it was I mean, you know, come on, Black Girls Lost, you know, I Give You Power. I mean, nobody was rapping that. Like he came on a song for the viewpoint of a gun. Nobody was. I mean, you had storytelling raps.
So you saying it was written era or
well, to me, Illmatic and Rip is still in that same time era. You know what I mean?
I think they're different. Well,
I can see where your argument would come because that's more Esco versus Nasty Nas.
Yeah, my favorite. So I'll segue. My favorite Nas era was Esco.
Yeah,
I like when he was coming off in 96, 97. Man, he was dropping some jewels. He was like on some like Egyptian High Prince. That was like his thing.
Yeah.
And this Bloody Money Part 2 really embodies Nas of that period. It was probably like a 2-year period.
Yeah.
And I mean, Nate had some work on his joint too.
Yeah.
But I think that's my favorite Nas.
I can agree with that because you look at like the imagery that he was painting during the time, to like the I Am where he had himself as a pharaoh.
Yeah, because Illmatic is the B-boy.
Yeah, the B-boy.
Esco is a sophisticated.
Yeah.
I gotta let this breathe a little bit.
That's what this life laid to. Blood money. That's how my niggas bleed to. Blood money. That's what we smoke weed to. Blood money. That's how my niggas eat. Now what's a dawn? A nigga that's a thug with charm. Always on point as soon as it's on. His goons will respond. He move right and fear losing his life. Mad Dom, never been to shoes with his wife. You could tell by the fingernails, clean, hair diced up. Every 4 days, a weekly routine. Where he live and stay out the hood. Fuck what a nigga say, out for blood for show. Lust in the dough. See snakes miles away. They in the same garden he play. But a true dawn to get his proper groove on. He tell the truth even when he lies. Give you a fake name, even though his name is Nas. Cigar body and the wide body bubble 5 to the S class 6, nigga double your size. Either come up with a plan to make it happen. Cause tell him way to rap it. We still trapped in the slave mind and keep the crackers laughing. That's what this life leads to.
Yo, let me touch that like Stackhouse, kick it back out. Yo, that's my favorite Nas right there, man. That era.
Yeah, we look at it like as a whole, yeah.
What about you? What about you, bro?
My favorite era was like the I can say, get out the airport, the mob picked me up in the truck, Joey Chunky, like I ain't scared to get stuck. Like the 96 or 97 ish now, it's like when he came more Esco.
Yeah, that's
he was on that time.
Yeah. Same. We were on the same time.
Yeah, that's why, because it was like the beginning. I mean, 95 Nas is like that's epic.
Yeah.
But it's like as I was becoming a young adult, more than who I was and how I was thinking and how I was moving, talking about women. Like that song you just played right there. Like I actually lived that. I got a haircut every week.
Yes.
Like I said, I wasn't on no dirty. That's why I always tell my students, like, yo, like I don't understand. Like when we was growing up to get girls, like you had to have a haircut.
Right.
You had to be clean cut. You know, smooth and everything. You wasn't like just walking out, not brushing your hair, and just walking out like you just woke up from under the bed and you good. You go out in the streets and go, yeah, what's up? No, it wasn't like that.
Word. Absolutely, man. So we'll roll to the fourth phase of QB, which is pretty much 2009 to the current time. Matter of fact, hold up. You know what? Before we even get to that, I think I wanted to say I had notes on. So Cormega's album, The Realness. Cormega actually dropped like 3 albums during this period, and I feel like Mega really took the torch and really did what he was supposed to do in the 90s and in the early 2000s. Because I feel like this. I feel like if The Testament comes out when it was supposed to come out in 1998, I think he would have dethroned Nas, like as like Queen's favorite, and then God, I mean that takes QB to even another level. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? The Testament gets shelved, and that was like the classic that never came out.
Yeah.
So I think that in the history that book is unwritten, and it doesn't get talked about enough. But I just wanted to give Mega some love on that note. You know what I mean? But as we roll from 2009 to the current time, Cormega drops Mega Philosophy, which is an incredible album. I encourage everybody to go get that. That album came out in 2014. Nas drops Life Is Good in 2012. And, by this point, the bridge, it's safe to say that the younger rappers really not really coming with the hunger.
Yeah. I couldn't name you a QB rapper right now, that's as far as new, generation that's relevant or that we even know of.
Right.
You could talk about Action Bronson, Man Loren, but they're more Coronas. They're not, QB.
I think, I want all you guys' opinions, but I think what happened, as all dynasties, right? They rise and fall.
Yeah.
I think Queens' fall is much similar to everybody else's fall, whereas like Philly's fall or Atlanta's fall from grace, the West Coast fall from grace, is that once these regional acts become mega popular, the sound gets kind of infiltrated. Yeah. And it becomes watered down. Yeah. And then it's like everybody can sound like that because we've been trying to bite your style. Mm-hmm. And I think now, just my take on it, I see QB's influence in other regions more than I see in QB. I give a few examples like Currency, Terminology, Mayhem Loren. When you listen to those dudes, I can tell that they got that bridge influence in them. Yeah. It's Terminology, especially we show Term love all the time on the podcast, but he's like a Boston dude.
He's from New York, Queensbridge.
Absolutely,
that's like where he's from. Just like it.
Absolutely, he's like an AZ 2.0. He's a Nas remix. Like he's got all of that QB all up in him. He got all that CNN Mob Deep all up in him. And Joey Badass is another one. I see a lot of QB in him as well. Yeah. So I think I see more of the influence in other regions and boroughs and all that stuff.
Yeah, no, I agree. And you got to think we're living in the internet stage now. So this is pre-internet. We're looking at like 90s, early 2000s still, where every section was unique. Like when we were on the way in the car, the whole we're talking about the 3-6 Bone beef. The 3-6 saying Bone sound like us and vice versa. Like they wouldn't have known. They weren't going on like hiphopdx.com like who are these boys right here sounding like us. Like Crazy Bone like a fan wrote us a letter like yo this group is this like from Memphis like. Right. Nobody really knew how everybody sounded.
They wrote a letter.
Yeah, like I got a fan letter, like
that tells you.
They're saying they said F y'all. Like, oh, so when you think about like, and it's crazy because like as we get older, that's when we start getting like I was able to go back to like a UGK 8-ball MJG, due to the internet, due to like the technology. Because back then I didn't know a whole lot of Southern rappers outside, let's say Scarface and Ghetto Boy. So it just shows you now we have more access, but at the same time now everybody's trying to sound. You got Designer who's from New York, who's from Brooklyn, sound like he's from Atlanta, and even wants to talk like he's from Atlanta.
Right.
You have A$AP Rocky, and the whole A$AP Mob who have very heavy influence with the Midwestern sound, but they still had that New York twist in them. But you could tell they were heavily influenced by UGK, 8-ball MJG. You could tell it, but they still keep that New York era in them. But like Designer, if you didn't tell you was from Brooklyn, you would have said this is another Southern rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like when you start, the identities are getting lost now in a sense. You know what I mean? You can't say, okay, this is a Compton rapper, this is NYC rapper. You just don't know anymore due to technology, due to people emulating that. For the better or for worse,
right. What about you, bro?
That's true. I agree with Zoe. Like, even when you, I don't know if y'all remember, but you could tell somebody was from New York or Louisiana by just looking at them. They didn't say anything.
Yeah. You
could tell, like, okay, he's from up north. This dude from down south. Now it's like everybody is just like same. There's no distinction of areas, So in rap, I still feel like I know you're not from. I can look at Troy Ave. I listen to Troy Ave and tell Troy Ave is from New York. Or I can listen to Fab or a couple other people that know that they from New York. I can still know Currency not from up here. Right. Currency one of my favorites, but I can just tell something else he's not from here. He's from somewhere else.
Right.
But I still kind of can decipher. I'm still keen on that sound. I pick up on it. Okay, like I know Davey is from somewhere on the East Coast. I ain't have to know, but just listen to him. Like, all right, yeah, dude, heat from overhead.
But you enjoy that, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.